We are at war. Understand me? We are at war. We are at war. We are at war. This is a daily battle. This is a battle to stay positive. This is a battle to control your inner thoughts. This. Oh, man. Whew. It's a battle I face every day. What's going on, guys? Matt Cole here. And as the hat says, I'm super excited. And don't mind my propery. Hopefully I caught your attention there because I've got an important message to share with you today. Dang it, I need to get used to this. I did that yesterday too. But I got an important message today because we are truly at war, and this is a daily battle that I go through. And I wanted to shoot this quick video because I had a buddy of mine who asked me yesterday. He goes, "Man, Matt, how do you stay so positive? And how are you always so happy, right?" And I'm like a happy person. I'm a super nice guy. Give you the shirt off my back. Actually, I wouldn't give you the shirt off my back because I'd probably be too embarrassed, but I'd give you a shirt that I have in my closet. But, and he was asking me this, and I was like, yeah, dude, I bring the energy when I'm in front of people. When I'm in front of the camera, I try and bring my best self to the situation. I try and create a positive look and create a positive persona of myself, right? And then I went on to say, but it's not always like that, right? There's days, there's times I'm tired, I don't want to do it. Negative thoughts come into my head. I can't do this. Poor me. Oh my goodness. And right now, more than ever, we need to guard those thoughts. We need to win this battle, and this battle is within. Let me tell you, I woke up this morning and I got up at 6:30, right? I have no appointments today, like to physically go to. It's shelter in place. Today's, what day is it, right? It's Friday, March 27th. I had no appointments to go to, but I set my alarm for 4:30 this morning, but I didn't get up until 6:30. And so by doing that, I got up at 6:30 with no agenda like that I had to be or follow. This is just things that I put on myself. And I started beating myself up. I started going, man, you said you were going to get up at, and this is my internal thought. You said you were going to get up at 4:30. You set your alarm for 4:30. Man, you're weak. That's weak. What are you doing, man? Like now it's 6:30. You set it for 4:30. You're behind schedule. Like your whole day's messed up. And this is my internal thought process, right? This is the battle that I had this morning, today, as I shoot this video. I had this battle, right? And I had to check myself. I had to admit, man, I got up early, don't be pressing me. I got up early. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to read. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to do the other things that I said that I wanted to do. I just didn't get up when I said I was going to get up, right? So that path, like I could have been like, man, I didn't wake up on time, and could have easily jumped in, onto the computer and jumped on YouTube and started watching videos and moped around and just stayed in my, my nightly clothes for the whole afternoon. And I could have let my whole day go to hell, but I was able to check it. And that's what I'm talking about, the war. It's a war with our inner thoughts. And right now it's more important than ever to control what we're doing. We as a human race have the opportunity right now to toughen up. And I think it's a mental toughen up that we have the opportunity to, and that we need to rise to. And what I mean by that is, we're being not forced, but we're being advised to stay home right now, shelter in place. And, this is creating a lot of stress. This is creating a lot of anxiety, myself included. I sell real estate for a living. I, did a video yesterday on breaking down the market and how things are playing out with unemployment, the stock market, how everything affects. I went back to 1900, started looking at past markets, and you can really, really quickly get depressed, feel loss of hope, feel like you don't have any control and really, you know, can bring you down, especially if you're facing troubling times and your job is uncertain, how you're going to make your payment on the place that you're living is uncertain. How are you going to make your car payment? How are you going to pay for food? Like, those are real tough decisions that a lot of people are going through right now. And so that's why I wanted to share this message of the war that we have, and this war is with ourselves. And don't mind the props. Hopefully it got you to click on it, and hopefully you're still watching because it started out like that, and now you're watching this. But this is a real message, and this is a real battle that I go through every day. And my buddy asking me yesterday, going, how do you stay positive? And I'm like, man, I wonder how many other people just think that I'm always happy and always positive, because that's not the case. Like, I have times, and you could ask my wife, she'll tell you, and everyone says, oh my goodness, he's so nice. I got times where I'm freaking angry. Like, I get mad, right? And I'm coming to learn and find out, like, that's a vice that I go to. If something's not going, like, I get pissed off. But I'm trying to, like, check that, right? Okay, calm down. Like, you don't need to be angry over nothing, right? And anxiety, what ifs, worry. And I've talked about this before, and I'm going to say it again. If you worry about something in the future that may or may not happen, especially right now with the coronavirus, a lot of people getting scared. What if I get it? Oh my goodness. It's, a lot of people are dying. The media's portraying this thing. I mean, I think they're blowing it out of proportion personally, but there's a lot of people that are suffering even before they even have a chance of getting the coronavirus, because their mind is taking them to a place of negativity. Poor me. Oh my goodness. What's going to happen? I'm going to get sick. I'm going to die. And so you're suffering right now. If you're going through that, like, you are suffering right now. Like, that is not one of my worries. I'm the mindset, like, let me go get this damn coronavirus and let me get it over with. Hopefully I live from it, but I'm not going to let it control my life and control my outcome, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a war on our mind, and we got to be mentally tough in times like this. So I wrote down a couple things that have truly helped me cultivate some mental toughness, and a lot of it is personal development, working hard on myself. And 2015, I started this personal development journey. And I was in it, man. I loved it. My mind, my world was changing in a positive way. And then for the last, 2 years, I kind of fell off. I had a kid. People can relate. You have a kid, life happens, things are going good, you're comfortable. And I stopped working hard on myself. I stopped reading. I stopped exercising. I stopped doing the things that made me feel good, that gave me internal happiness. And, I was happy, but I started drinking, not much, but I was drinking, right? And we live in the Napa Valley here, and there's wine and people are drinking. So it's, one glass for me, tequila. So I have a shot of tequila. Okay, I'm feeling good. And I'm like, well, that one felt good. Let me have another one. That was once a week, and then turns into twice a week, 3 times. And before you know it, it's like, man, I'm having a shot every night, or a couple shots every single night. And that takes a toll mentally, physically, emotionally. It is like alcohol is a crazy drug, right? And so I fell off this for 2 years, and I wasn't drinking. Like, I didn't drink much. It was probably in the last 7 months ago, 8 months. Like, it was like 2-month period where it was like every night, and I was like, not even 2 months, but before that it'd go on, like, I wouldn't drink for weeks at a time. But there was like a month, 2 months where I was literally, I'd have something to drink every night, a beer, and it just took a toll. And I started finding myself feeling real sluggish, and my negative talk inside my head was absolutely out of control. And so I want to just share with you some things that I did. These are things that I personally did that helped me, and that have helped me to where I'm at today, right now, going through this coronavirus that we are in the middle of, because this is fearful for a lot of people. And I told my wife today, I'm like, man, I'm excited. Like, what's going on? This is an adventure. Like, this is happening in the whole world. What's happening? This is freaking cool, you know? And that's probably the weirdest thing to think, but I'm right with myself right now. Like I'm doing the things that make me feel good inside. In the external world, which I cannot control, I'm not focusing on that. I'm focusing on what I can control. And by doing that, I'm creating daily wins, daily wins, daily wins that are just like building up. And every day I do these things that are hard, easy to do, but they're hard to do. Exercising, you know it. Everybody knows they should do it. It's hard to exercise or to get yourself to exercise, you know? And so once you do that, more than the physical feel is the emotional feeling that I get after doing it. It's powerful. So let me go through these. So the first thing that we did, me and my wife, is about 6 months ago, we stopped watching TV at night. That's it. We stopped watching TV before we went to bed. And we're in the mix of cleaning our house and getting things organized because we got time on our hands. We're actually going to take our TV out of our bedroom completely. But 6 months ago, we stopped watching TV in our bedroom. And this was a nightly routine for us. We would come into the room probably like 9 o'clock, right? And we'd throw the TV on, something for Rayven, you know, probably say bad parenting, but something for Rayven. And then she'd fall asleep by 10 o'clock. And then me and Mari would throw something on, and we'd probably stay up till 11, 12, 1 o'clock, right? You get into a good series. Now you're binge watching Netflix. Are you still watching? Heck yes, I'm still watching. And so that was a cycle. But that one little change that we did by stop watching TV, and instead of watching TV, we read to our daughter. And first we started reading a book for us. So we started reading The Alchemist, which is a great book, by the way. If you ever have the opportunity to listen to that book on audio, like that is the best audio book, hands down, ever. But we started reading that to Rayven, and she wasn't really having it, right? She was like, getting super antsy. And so we did that for about a week and a half. And then Mari was like, I'm going to read Rayven her books tonight. And she started reading Rayven, our little 2.5-year-old daughter, her books. And we saw a big change in our daughter's attitude. And it was pretty cool. Like all of a sudden she was sleeping better. She would fall asleep faster. She was happier the next day. She was more responsive. We'd ask her to do something. Yes. It was like, you know, they say that kids spell love Time, right? They spell it with time. And Mari's a full-time mom. You know, I work from home. So, you know, I'm home all the time, and we give our daughter unconditional love. We love the heck out of her. Like she is the light to our world. But just that one little addition, taking the time, 30 minutes, reading a book to her has been profound. And that was one step that started changing our habits 6 months ago to get back to where today, it's like, man, all of those little choices 6 months ago that I made to get to where I'm at today mentally, it's crazy. And so that little thing led to, okay, well, I want to read again, right? So number one, if you're watching TV at night, you can turn that off. It's easy to say, but if you're in the habit of watching TV in your bedroom every night, try not to watch TV in your bedroom. It's a hard thing to do. But when you do it, you feel good, man. You feel powerful. You're like, I did something I didn't want to do. And it's an internal win. And those wins are what give us the mental power. So no TV at night before you go to bed. You have a little young one, read to them. Read to yourself, like read. And so that led me into reading. And so we started reading as well. And so I started feeling better because now I'm reading positive messages, things that are uplifting. And so that was a win. So those things, I consider them one thing. We started reading and we didn't watch TV at night. Number two is I stopped drinking. Man, I just got fed up with the way I felt because I would drink and I would set my alarm every single night, and then I would start my day off with a loss. Every single day. Like every single day I would drink. The next morning I would start that morning off with a loss. And what I mean by that is, let's say I set my alarm for 6:30, and I didn't wake up until 8, 8:30, 9 o'clock, right? Depending on my appointments and my schedule for the day. I would wake up, and one, I'd be in a rush because I slept in longer than I wanted to. So I'd be like, I got to get ready. So my morning was chaos. So it's chaos. And then since it's chaos, my internal thought process is, man, you're weak-minded. Why didn't you get up when you said you were going to get up? You told yourself you can't even keep a promise to yourself. What the hell? And that would just lead to, man, all right, well, I failed at this. Well, I failed at this, and I'll do it tomorrow, right? And everything got pushed off to tomorrow. And like I said, it's the small choices every day that compound. And every day my choice was to push off my personal inner success to tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll deal with this. Today I'll eat these chips. I'll eat this ice cream. I'll eat this today because tomorrow I'll wake up in time and I won't do it tomorrow. But then the nighttime would come, 6, 7 o'clock. I'm like, well, I'll just have one little drink, right? And you have a little drink and that turns into two. And then the next day, it's same cycle. So you're in this cycle. So you got to break that cycle. And so that was one of the big things for me is I stopped drinking. So I haven't drinking alcohol probably 2 months, 2.5 months. And I feel freaking great, let me tell you. And I don't plan on drinking alcohol. And I have more energy now. I'm happier. I don't need alcohol to turn me on, right? I can turn that on within, that happiness within. And finding that is powerful. So that was something that helped me is I stopped drinking. And then waking up early. And so since I was drinking, since, we had Rayven and all that, I wasn't waking up when I wanted to wake up, right? I'd read these books and I would hear things from successful people, entrepreneurs, and they go, wake up early, get up before the sun gets up. Like the morning is powerful. Like you win the morning, you win the day. And, I've heard that and I've done it and I knew this, like I know this stuff. I was doing this stuff and I was winning, but I fell off, right? You're going through life and life happens. And I fell off. And I wasn't waking up early in time, like when I said I would. I'd set my alarm for 6 o'clock, right? And I'd sleep in until 8, 8:30. And then I'd wake up and my life was chaos. And so once we started reading at night. So these are all little choices that I've made. And let me share with you how they compounded. So first we stopped watching TV at night. So instead of binge watching or being up till 12, 1, 2 o'clock, who knows, right? And then going to sleep with all that stimulus in your mind because you just watched some show that's got a lot of action. So your brain's scrambling and now it takes another half hour to fall asleep. We stopped doing that. We started reading at night. So my sleep got better. We started going to bed early and then that allowed me to wake up early. And so we started going to bed about 9 o'clock now. And I started at 6. So I was like, all right. So for the last 2 months, since I stopped drinking, basically, I have not gotten up after 6 o'clock. And it's not hard anymore. It's like easy. It's like, oh man, I slept in at 6 o'clock. And then I took it down, 5:30. And I took down 5. And then I took down 4:30. And so last week was my first week with 4:30. And I did it the whole week. I gave myself this 90-day challenge and it was right before the quarantine, right before all this chaos, right? I gave myself this 90-day challenge to eat this food that you can't even buy in the store anymore. And so I'm doing this challenge. I did it for a week and it was tough. Like waking up at 4:30 is not an easy task, but let me tell you, it was so powerful. And I'm so glad I did it that first week because it was amazing. And the mental toughness every single day from doing that was amazing. So I'd wake up. First thing I'd do is I'd drink a glass of water with some apple cider vinegar. I'd make my coffee. And so as a morning routine, but first just wake up early, right? And then you can, all these little things will lead into it. So I started waking up early and then my challenge was, okay, I'm going to get up and here's my schedule that I'm going to do. So I drink the glass of water with apple cider vinegar. Then I made my coffee and then I'd go up to my office and I would drink my coffee and then I'd write in my journal and I'd write gratitude, like what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my wife. I'm grateful for my daughter. I'm grateful that I can still call my parents on the phone. And then that gratitude is like power. Like it's power. It's like, wow, that's amazing. And then you jump into, all right, let me go work out because I feel so good right now because I'm grateful for what I have. And if you've ever been grateful for something, you know this, but to do it and write it down and internalize it, damn, it's powerful. And so I start my day doing that. And then I'd go into a workout and I started working out. And mind you, this is like 5 o'clock in the morning, and our workout is my gym, my personal home gym, is in a like room off the side of our house, which isn't insulated. It was like a sunroom that was, all the walls or windows, whatever, but it's no insulation. So it's freezing cold in there. So 5 o'clock. So now I'm feeling powerful. I'm feeling so good. I'm so grateful. And I go into my workout, and now it's, again, these are mental things. This isn't physical at all. This is an internal battle with myself. You go into the workout, it's cold, I'm stiff, I don't want to do it, I'm sore. Like all of these thoughts flood your mind. You know what I mean? But it's like, okay, let me just do this. And you do it. And let me tell you, you win again. So now I woke up early. I had gratitude. I did the things I was going to say I did, and I exercised. There was nothing that's going to stop me the rest of the day. Like I won. Those are all hard things to do on a personal level. There's nothing externally that's going to shake me when you're mentally preparing yourself. And so, the fourth thing is exercise. So, I just gave you my routine, but the exercise is just that icing on the cake. And it gives you like this energy for the rest of the day. And when you do it, it may be really difficult for me. I'm overweight. I'm not in the best shape. I'm working on it. I'm going to get there. This is my journey. And to exercise when you don't want to and do it, one, you feel great physically because you're like, man, I feel stronger. Man, those muscles, I haven't felt those in a while. But two, and the more important thing in my book is that mental toughness, man, that toughness within that you build when you do something that's hard to do, but you push through and you do it anyways. And so it's powerful. It's powerful, so powerful. And so I just wanted to take the time to share this because my buddy yesterday, he asked, like, why are you so positive? How are you so positive? How do you have so much energy? And I just wanted to share that it's a battle. It is a war. This is an internal war that is fought on a daily basis within one's own mind. And I am no exception to the rule on any of it. I'm not special by any means. And so I struggle. I struggle with negativity. I struggle with laziness. I struggle with anger. I struggle with being weak and making those choices of eating food. I struggle in the choices of just waking up at a certain time. And so I go through all of these, and I just wanted to share it. Like everybody goes through this, and this is an internal battle. And what I've found is in doing this, like I've started training my brain and telling my brain to like have satisfaction within that process. So I get so excited and I accomplish it. Like, man, that's what gets me excited. I didn't eat the junk food and I ate something healthy. Ooh, that's a win. Like I'm getting the endorphins from that now because it's like I'm excited about the person that I can become. And it's fun, man. It's like fun. And it is a challenge. It is every single day is a challenge. Today was a challenge. I woke up, I set my alarm for 4:30. I didn't get up until 6:30 today. So I super slept in today. And so I got up and immediately it was negative. I'm like, oh my goodness, man, get that stuff out of here, right? You got to check your mind, our minds. And so I just wanted to share this. I hope you're doing good during this time of uncertainty, man. Flip it around from uncertainty to a time in history, a time of absolute awakening, a time of, I don't know, just crazy. Like it's a movie unfolding in front of our minds. And if we can go into it mentally prepared, it's going to be a lot easier for all of us to get out of it and to really just enjoy the process and see, what we can become in the face of adversity. So again, my name's Matt Cole. I hope you have a great day. Hope you got something from this. Just wanted to share because my buddy was talking to me about it, and I thought, man, I wonder if anybody else just thinks that. So hope you have a great day. Take care.